So recently Ashley was like, man, it's really hard for me to buy shoes because my feet are different sizes. And I was like, I've got the same problem. I love that conversation because when it comes to our bodies, we've all got the same problem. I'll give you an example. Last week I was walking toward a door and through the other direction came a guy with no legs using a wheelchair. And when he saw me coming along with crutches and one leg, he backed up and held the door open for me, which suggests that he wasn't comparing himself to me, he was comparing me to the general population of two-legged people. He saw me, he's like, man, that guy has one leg and crutches, he probably needs help getting through a door. My appearance overwhelmed his perception of what might actually be going on in my mind, which was me thinking, I think I'm supposed to be opening the door for you in this situation. Like, there's actually a hierarchy of limbs, and whoever has more is supposed to hold the door for the other person. There's a lot of really interesting disconnects between the way we see ourselves and the way we see other people. Like, when we look at ourselves, we aren't so much looking at our appearance as we are looking at our thoughts about our appearance, which for all but like maybe the top 1% of really ridiculously good-looking people means that when we look in the mirror, what we're primarily seeing is our insecurities and anxieties, like our memory about what so-and-so said about our blank back in blank. But even the supposedly most attractive people in the entire world must be insecure about their appearance because otherwise, why would movie stars get plastic surgery? See, there's this disconnect because when we look at other people, we can't see their thoughts. Except for me, because I'm Josh Sundquist and I can read your mind. You are thinking, Josh, you recorded this video in the past, there's no way you can both read my mind and read my mind in the future. That would make you both a telepath and a fortune teller, which creates way too many paradoxes. Like, this video would be playing in a whole different dimension right now. Right, so when we look at ourselves, we see our thoughts. When we look at other people, we only see their appearance. In fact, with the exception of this and this and this, I'm not saying them aloud because recently I've been hearing way too many people my parents' age using the word hashtag as a conversational modifier, and I refuse to use words that are no longer on fleek. Wait, what's that? Oh, sorry, I mean lit. You generally only see other people in public settings where they have literally modified their appearance with clothing and makeup to impress you. In fact, even those so-called natural selfies, they took 20 times before they got the look just right. Which you know is true because you do the exact same thing. And so do I. My sister Anna has this theory that every girl in the world, no matter how great her hair is, she hates it. If we could see other people's thoughts underneath their appearance, what we'd find is that their thoughts are just as negative about their appearance as ours are about our appearance. If you don't believe me, watch the making of a group selfie. I'm not talking about the like, let's all make a silly face ones. I'm talking about the like, the we're all dressed up and looking ready to go out ones. If you see a group take a selfie like this, watch them examine their potential Snapchat and you'll hear an argument like, oh, I look so terrible, that's my bad side. By the way, unless you're actually standing sideways, do not try and tell me that you have a good side for taking a photo. This is a side. This and this are 45-degree chin angles. But then another person in the photo will be like, what? You look amazing! I look so ugly! Let's take it again! But basically they're having the exact same conversation that Ashley and I had. What the first person is really saying is, when I look at this photo, I see my thoughts about my body, how I wish this was smaller or this was larger or these two things were the same size. And without even realizing it, what the other person is actually saying is, I have the same problem. We all have the same problem.
AMPUTEE